Hi, I'm Mike.
And this is the Chris shirt.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
Hey, Chris, we miss you. Come to Canada. We'll see you here, buddy. We'll make you some poutine.
Thanks,
we'll put
baby.
it in your mouth. We're going to feed you from my feet.
Today we're reviewing Defiance.
The ultimate online game. Thank you to GamersGate for the actual review copy of Defiance. If you don't know what it is, check it out, link in the underbar. It's basically a website that distributes video games, but you can also collect blue coins and use those towards further purchases on the website. But really, they've helped us out huge. So
go to GamersGate.com right after you watch this video.
Do it.
Not right now. Well, you could go now, but you're going to miss this.
Don't go now.
Don't wait. We need some help. We need some attention. We're reviewing the MMO, the video game. Now, there's also a TV show that's called Defiance. The TV show takes place in St. Louis. The game takes place in San Francisco, but in the same world, planet Earth. 30 years into the future, aliens, the typical story, a bunch of aliens landed, not just one race, a bunch of races. The whole world is demolished and changed for the worse, and then there's an outright war. And two species become allies. The humans, and the other alien species that becomes allies with the humans is the Votans. So, as you begin the game, you get to play as a human or a Votan.
The story is very mediocre at best.
Which I fear for the TV show.
See, that's the thing.
We didn't see the TV show. Most MMOs have like classes, like World of Warcraft. You can pick like a dwarf or a night elf. This is not the case. You either pick human or Votans, and then you also pick an origin. Kind of like in Mass Effect, where you pick your background story. The customization at the beginning is not crazy.
No, it's actually really...
It's basic, and I was kind of let down by it. But then you learn that you can buy like different outfits for your guy.
You basically
can. Girl.
Yeah, and the other thing is, we noticed that people had been playing longer than us, and people were showing up that looked like Iron Man, and it was amazing. I had no idea what I was about to get myself into. It's one of those games that looks like it's from 1999.
2003.
We'll give
2004.
We'll give it that much.
It's got World of Warcraft graphics.
Okay. It looks like an old game, right? You start playing this game, all of a sudden, there's like, I don't know, 50 to 100 other random people running around you.
It's an MMO.
Yeah. And I'm like, all of a sudden things start showing up on your map. And there's like this cheap version of Cortana, like a budget Cortana, appears in the bottom right-hand corner or left corner and
says...
Your
ego.
Yeah, she goes... Hey, you can do this and this and this. And you just start to wander around, and you start to realize this game has really addictive powers in it. But once you start to unlock some of the better stuff, holy shit, is it fun.
And it's a third-person shooter. You can gain the ability or purchase a vehicle. And you start off with a four-wheeler, then a car, then a truck, and then so on and so on.
And that's where the addictive part comes in.
You just hit like the V button, and boom, the vehicle that you have for your guy is there and it spawns. And this is also on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. I had more fun traveling from quest to quest than I did actually doing the quests.
And randomly, you'll just see these firefights happening, or there'll be this like huge mission over here where everybody has to go and help out.
What's new about this, having a TV show and a video game, if a character leaves St. Louis in the TV show, immediately a day after will appear in the video game.
Now this...
It's kind of cool to have that integrate with each other.
This is something that you brought up. This has never happened. Because I said...
Yeah, it's never been done before.
I said you could watch the episode and then all of a sudden play the episode mission in the game.
Things in the game will happen, and then it'll affect the TV show and vice versa. And to get the full experience, you have to watch and play.
Gameplay itself is clunky at times. Sometimes the aiming's a little off.
Well, that's what really sucks. You can crouch and hide behind objects, but as soon as you do that and you want to snipe some enemy or...
You can't.
You hit the object that's in front of you, but it's not in front of you. Your gun's like here, and you see the bullet ricochet off the corner. That happens in video games a lot, but this is the worst case I've ever seen.
This is really, really bad. There's no cover system in it at all. You just literally go behind a rock and hope for the best.
But what's really fun about it is upgrading your guy, getting the cool weapons and getting the cool vehicles, and just keep going and going and going. I could see people spending a lot of time in this.
A lot? Jesus. I know that I follow some people on Twitter who are like going apeshit about this game.
And I find it very strange that this is the first time this has happened, and I don't think... I think it should be more of a big deal. Like, they're not really making a huge deal about this. I know it's not a perfect scenario right now, but I could see future franchises doing this and being huge.
It kind of reminds you of Borderlands a little bit. There's so many different guns. You can customize the guns. You can buy different suits for your guys.
And you have two different looks: the co-op look, which we were playing, and the majority of people were playing. Then you have the freelance look, and that's all for one, basically. That's player versus player. You can choose whether you want to do co-op and like actually just play missions and quests, or actually shoot it up with real people and just fight them.
No, and that's insane.
But in co-op, you can't shoot anyone. Like, you can't even run them over. You basically go through them if you try.
But you can enlist people to help you.
Yeah,
you can be like, let's go over here and kill this giant bug monster.
You could form tribes and all that stuff. You know, we've seen this in an MMO. The only thing we haven't seen is this integration with the TV show.
So overall, I have to give it a 7.5. It's not mind-blowing. It's not something that's like brand new, but I do like a lot of what I'm seeing. The acting in the game is so-so. It's B acting, to be honest. It definitely has some strong points. They do a really good job of the online. A lot of people are saying they had lag, but we played it and it was amazing.
I totally agree with you. I give it a 7 out of 10. It's not just a cash grab or to promote the TV show. These two things work hand in hand, and it's an actually decent MMO that you could play right now. It really bothered me about the crouching behind objects and getting, hit, and also not being able to hit the enemy because the object was in the way. I could see some quests in this game being very repetitive.
Well, the music too is a little weird.
The music's weird, the voice acting's weird.
Thanks, bud. Much appreciated.
What just keeps you going is kind of just the actual core gameplay elements, like going from point A to B with your vehicle, shooting it up, and then leaving.
So I give them a thumbs up based on them having the balls to go, let's make a show and a game together and put it together. And to coordinate this is ridiculous. Yeah, I can't even imagine.
I encourage other developers to do stuff like this.
I think
you're just blowing smoke out our asses.
Yeah, I
I
just think Hollywood and the film industry the film industry and video game industry need to come together and figure out some way that they can work together. Like J.J. Abrams and Valve. Think about that for a second.
No, it's genius. Two geniuses.
I have no idea what's going to happen.
Imagine Valve made a Star Wars game. Hot diggity! Planet Earth. Now, 30 years into the future. Yep. Sorry, I just gotta explain this.
Do it, baby.
3 kilobytes.